Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. Normally we do a Wyatt Sicks video, but not loads. Very, very short segment for the Wyatt Sicks, and obviously not really much in the way of tweets. We did do a pretty interesting breakdown yesterday of the Eric Rowan Instagram post, but obviously we've covered that and there hasn't been anything else except literally minutes ago Nikki Cross has tweeted. So we'll go through this WWE folder, then we'll get to Nikki's post after, right? I haven't even seen it myself, so we're going to look at it together. So here, Kelly the Wise Lady, thank you, said, I'm sure you've seen this. Asuka has signed a new long-form deal. That coming from PW Insider. This is brilliant news because she's coming towards the end of her career. She's kind of insinuated that. So I really didn't know what the future was going to hold for her. So the fact she's now signed a new long-form deal is very exciting. Good if you are an Asuka fan. This was brilliant and well done to It's Bryn Again, because It's Bryn Again was the first person that I saw mention this, and then other people have kind of picked up on it throughout the show. So here, not sure if anyone was aware if this is a new concept, but it looks like live subtitles for fans with hearing impairment or basic needs. So it looks like we've got the text of what's being said like lives across there. Now, I don't know how that's being done. I'm guessing someone must have to type it out as this stuff is being said. So, like, I'm sure that's going to be on, like, a delay, but to be honest, that's better than nothing. So, yeah, crazy. I've never seen such a thing. I've never even heard of such a thing at, like, a live event. I don't know if they do this at concerts or, I don't know, plays. I don't know. I've never heard of this, but WWE now seemingly typing what is being said in the ring and having it scrolling for those hard of hearing, which is awesome. Brilliant. Oof. I thought this might be the worst eye injury that we see today. Turns out no, but this one is pretty bad. That must have been in Bash in Berlin, because this was right at the start of the show. Nothing had happened. Black eye, bloodshot eye as well. So WWE Ethan, shout out to you, Sports Key, to go in yikes. Yikes. So nasty, but not the worst eye injury we will see in this folder. Yeah, look at this. So this was Zelina grabbing a fan sign. I wonder if we can just kind of skip forward a little bit. So it says, Michael Trinidad has the best seat in the house. 9/11, never forgotten. And you can see, I mean, she's just in bits, man. I don't know who did that sign for her. It was obviously massively touching to her. But that's her dad who passed away in 9/11. And yeah, she gives it a kiss and handed it back. So here, Zelina says, I'm still shaking. Thank you, Hobbyist Sports, for reminding me that he is always in the front row. Love you, Dad. So a few words there from Zelina. This is bad, man. It's like she doesn't have an eye. It's like she's trying to use that eye to look at how bad that eye is. It's like she's trying to use this eye to even see if she's even got an eye. Like, oh, mate. Mate, honestly. If someone had said to me, do you want to see a picture of someone whose eye has just popped out their head? I'd be like, no. But if they insisted, this is the kind of thing I would expect to see. Like, it is horrific. It is horrific. It probably looks way worse here in the picture than it actually is, but there was blood coming. I thought it was coming from the bridge of her nose. I thought she'd broke her nose. So I thought like there was blood all coming around here from her nose. People have pointed out they think it is the eye, and they think it's when she jumped off and went to the outside. It seems like she hits her head off the edge of the commentary table. People are saying that Bianca tries to kind of help Kairi out, but obviously, I mean, it's not worked. She's ended up smashing her face. I mean, it'd be a lot better if you kind of took it with your stomach, really. Oh, God, it's bad, isn't it? It's bad. It's really bad. It's bad. Then we've got the person that is responsible for ruining all of our summers. This is the girl that made the bracelet. And listen, it's not her fault. She didn't know. She didn't know that WWE were going to shove this. I mean, it got shoved down CM Punk's throat. I feel like it's been shoved down mine for the past 5 months. So thank you, Punk. 12-year-old me and 24-year-old me are both crying. It was definitely worth the wait. She also said, she put a message out saying, I can't believe what a wild 5 months this has been. Thank you, WWE, and all this kind of stuff, right? Well, Drew has responded, his blood is on your hands. Drew McIntyre responded to the girl that made the bracelet. She actually got back in touch with him with, I think it was like 5 minutes 49, which I believe is how long he had the belt for. Earlier at WrestleMania. That's how long he was champion for. So he took a shot at her. She took a shot back. The most important thing is the bracelet is dead. That's the most important thing, right? We are now officially out of the friendship bracelet era. And it, honestly, I'm going to drink tonight. I've got a champagne over there. So Trent, shout out to you. Appreciate it. Here, WWE had a meeting today. The main news coming out is that talent were told to be mindful of cursing on camera. No specifics, but more just a reminder to stay in the proper lane. Can we whoosh this over? There we go. As the company is still technically TV PG. So that coming from PW Insider. Then here, Jey couldn't stop smiling and smirking at Rhea on Raw. Look at that. I was kicking off, man. On the live stream, I was like, they're really not going to do anything. You're going to have Jey and Rhea in the ring and you're not going to do anything. It might be that they did it on purpose because they know how much people want to see these two get together. So they might have done it on purpose, but we were all waiting for it. You know me, I'm an old romantic. I love seeing people in love. So I was so desperate to see them get together because I am a 12-year-old girl. It's funny, isn't it, that I don't like friendship bracelets? But, you know, that's how the world works. Yeah, I don't know if you saw this. So Karrion went up to the Miz and he was like, listen, when Bronson comes back, you're going to need some help and your truth is not around at the moment. He was kind of saying, you need me to help you because Bronson's going to be a problem. And before he walked off, he was like, hey, nice belts. Do you remember when that was the WWE Championship? And walked away. Kind of giving Miz something to think about. So either he's trying to recruit him and Miz takes up that offer, or Miz is going to reject it and these two are on a collision course. But something happening between Karrion and Miz. Look at this, right? Footage, right? We all want to see something happening between Rhea and Jey. This is after the show. So they yeets, right? Yeet. There we go. Right, and then look, Jey goes, here we go. They're walking around, going for the embrace. End of the video. And someone recorded all of that, got to the exact moment they were about to hug and went, no one will be interested in that. End recording. No one wants to see them hug. Ugh, turn the phone off there. Yeah, they recorded all of that, and then as soon as they get to the bit that, that's it. That is it. That's it. Here's Sheamus and the shillelagh attack. It actually broke the shillelagh, but look at that mark across the back. What he doesn't realise, Irish retribution is a completely different thing. Well, I hope it's different to the retribution we had a few years ago. This is war. And you know what? I waited. That was going to be it. But I was determined to get you the footage of them hugging. So I waited. And 7 minutes ago, and we've been recording already, right, for a good chunk. But this dropped. So here we've got them. Look. So they yeet. Yeet. Not long. We ain't got long. But look, here we go. Walking around. She's still hobbling. He goes over and they hug. And that's it. Very short. And he walks away. That is it. That is it. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. But you saw it. You saw it. So there we go. That was the WWE folder. Let's go Wyatt Sicks. Not loads in here. We have got this from Jojo. She was talking about how hard it is for her to... She said she fully supports Wyatt Sicks. And she says one thing she knows is that Bray would want Taylor to be using this creative and succeeding, and she's really pleased for him. But she said, like, I didn't know they were coming out when they debuted, and like I was just, it really knocked me around, and like she really struggles watching it. So she is not watching it with like a big smile on her face. Like she is texting Liv, texting different people, like, is there going to be a segment? Like she doesn't want to see it. So it's really interesting how hard this is for her, but have to stress, she made it very clear she is supportive of this. Like she's not saying it should stop. She's very supportive, but it doesn't make it easier. So that's where Jojo is with it at the moment. Someone asked Jojo as well about would she like to be the manager, and she was like, yeah. Which I was like, oh, yeah. Perhaps it'd be different if you're like part of it and you're in with it. But she says like just watching it is really difficult. So Eric, shout out to you. On the stream, I went and checked if this was legit. I couldn't see it at first, but it is. It is on her Instagram account. Loads of people tagged me in this, Bailey. Thank you. And yeah, this is obviously Playground Alexa, and Alexa Bliss actually commented, miss her with a black heart. So I thought that was interesting. I thought it was good. I don't think there's much to it. I don't think this is necessarily, leading to anything. It's just interesting. Alexa putting a tweet out saying that she misses this version, so interesting. It's one of those, you note it and you move on. As we said, not the biggest segment from the Wyatt Sicks. It was basically American-made win. They issued the challenge for the street fight next week. Uncle Howdy comes out, said some lovely words about how it's been, I think, 375 days, and talking about, like, since Bray passed. And talking about how his life is not his anymore. I think because he's got another purpose now. And I thought it was quite touching. There wasn't much to it, though. NIKKI was there. That was a big talking point. NIKKI was there. Obviously, a lot of talk last week about her not being around. But 8-man mixed tag street fight. Well, there's 4. And one of the 4 is a lady, right? Won't let me point to her, but she is over there. Ivy. So that means that surely NIKKI has to be one of the 4 for the Wyatt Sicks. I think it'll be these guys, and just Howdy will not be involved. He'll just be in the rocking chair. So I'm expecting it to be these 4 against those 4. Howdy in the rocking chair. That is next week. Street fight on the season premiere of Raw. 375 days, my sanity crumbled. My path is in the void now. The silence is deafening, but I can still hear it. Uncle Howdy speaking on the loss of Bray Wyatt. So I thought it was very touching, very touching. So Henry, thank you. I've had a few people get in touch with this. Chanel, thank you. Asking, was this a new wig? Or am I being delusional? Honestly, I can't tell. But I have had a few people saying they think it was different and the mask might have been a new mask. I can't tell. I have not seen a clean or clear enough image, and I've not seen it compared to previous masks yet to be able to kind of say. I mean, it feels like the hair is not dreads. It feels like it's straight. But that could be the same as what we had last week. It doesn't feel maybe quite as long, but I don't know. It's hard. Again, I'd have to go back and have a look. If there are any changes, I think they're minor. And the mask doesn't look any different to me, to be honest. So, I don't know. That one is still up in the air. So, I don't think you're being delusional. I think you're right to ask the question, but I don't know. We'll have a little look into it and we'll see. I'm sure we'll have some stuff for tomorrow. I mean, that's the kind of, do you know what I mean? That's the kind of image we're dealing with. It's not, there ain't loads to take from it. And Lexi, shout out to you. This is the Nikki tweet from 15 minutes ago, right? Let's go there. Let's go. Whoosh. Fear not the abyss itself, but what may lurk within. Your name will be written in the book of the sick. Next week, we collect. So, the book of the sick. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Your name will be written. It's a bit like the list. You know how Jericho had a list? Looks like the Wyatt Sicks have got a book. So, your name will be written in the book of the sick. Next week, we collect. I don't mind that. It's the first time I'd seen that. So, yeah, she's back. Nikki is back. She was away for a week. It could have just been a personal thing, of course. So, don't really know how much we can read into that. Here we go. Look at this. Yes. Love that, Rave. I got loads of these kind of tweets. That is the bracelet. Done. Amazing. Oh, yeah, I don't have it because I'm a bit worried about copyright, but Trick released a diss track for Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne attacking Trick at NXT No Mercy on Sunday. So he released a diss track and there were other NXT talents involved. Pete Dunne has responded, any NXT trainee that is in that video, the Trick Williams diss track, it's on site. I think Trick says something like, you and me are the same age, but you look 40. Like, that's one of the lines that's in there. I have not watched it. I'm a bit worried that it might get hit with some, because it's probably got, like, music in the background, and I'm a bit nervous about putting it into this. So just know it's out there if you want to have a little look at it. But Pete Dunne's in it, and it is on site with anyone that is in that video. Here's Xavier responding to the Xavier is sus sign that featured on Raw. I think it's rude, says Xavier. And then there, look, we've got, that was a brilliant moment, her getting caught in the rope. And there is Liv Morgan laughing her head off. Look at these trousers. It's a bit wild, isn't it, at the bottom? Bit wild. So there we go. That was today's Unseen. Hope you enjoyed Raw, and if you was joining us on the live stream, I hope you had fun with that as well. We'll be back tomorrow with another Unseen, and of course the NXT live stream. So we've still got plenty of wrestling on the way. Of course, Julia arrived on Sunday, so hopefully we get a little bit more of her tomorrow. So yeah, appreciate the support, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.